The Bold and the Beautiful, episode spoilers for Friday, May 16th, 2025, eavesdropping, confessions, and collisions. In the heart of Los Angeles, where secrets are currency and love triangles are always just one open door away from exploding, The Bold and the Beautiful takes another sharp turn. As Friday's episode unfolds, fans are bracing themselves for emotional landmines, deeply rooted misunderstandings, and another moment where a slightly ajar door brings truth, chaos, and heartbreak. The 16th of May will not be a quiet day in the Forrester universe. Buckle up. The eavesdropper in the shadows, Carter Walton, the ever-loyal COO of Forrester Creations, never meant to hear it. But when he passed by the slightly open office door and heard voices, Liam and Hope, he hesitated. And when he heard his name, curiosity won over courtesy. What started as a casual pause quickly became a life-altering moment. At first, Carter smiled. Hope was talking about him. And Liam, surprisingly, was supporting her reconciliation with Carter. It was a shock, but not an unpleasant one. Carter's heart swelled with cautious optimism. But just as his emotions began to climb, Hope's words struck a very different chord. She spoke of cherishing every moment with Liam. Not just co-parenting Beth, not just friendly cooperation, she wanted to be by Liam's side until the end. The shift in her tone, her words thick with devotion and sentiment, made Carter's expression change. The smile faded. Confusion crept in. Hurt followed. Had he misread everything? Was he just a rebound? A placeholder? What Carter didn't know, what he couldn't know, was that Liam Spencer was dying. Hope's heart, Liam's secret hope. Logan believes in the power of love and family. Always has. Always will. And right now, as Liam faces the unthinkable and inoperable brain tumor he's kept secret, Hope is unknowingly leaning into a life that is slipping away. She wants to give Liam joy in his final days. She wants to create memories filled with warmth and togetherness. To give Beth a sense of unity. But she's unaware that her expressions of love, meant as comfort, are cracking Carter's heart from the outside in. To Liam, the path is clear. His time is short, and the people he loves most, Hope and Beth, deserve stability, love, protection. Carter fits that mold. Strong, reliable, kind. Liam sees him as a future Hope could lean on. A man Beth could look up to. So Liam, slowly dying inside and outside, pushes Hope toward Carter, believing he's making the ultimate sacrifice, giving up the woman he loves so she won't be left adrift. But intentions clash with perceptions. Misinterpretation and the brewing storm as Carter backs away from the door, stunned and wounded, his mind races. The snippets of conversation loop on repeat. Hope's words, meant to comfort Liam, seem to Carter like a confession of lingering love. A rekindled flame. A choice. And Carter, feeling foolish, assumes he was nothing but a temporary distraction. He doesn't stay long enough to hear Liam urge Hope to find happiness with someone who can be there for her. With Carter, the missed moment could cost everyone dearly. Emotions roiling, Carter stumbles physically and emotionally into the arms of Daphne Rose. Daphne, glamorous, seductive, and always ready to seize an opportunity, doesn't miss a beat. She sees Carter in pain and does what she does best. Insert herself into the center of the storm. She comforts him, but not selflessly. Daphne has had her eyes on Carter for weeks. And now, sensing vulnerability, she moves in like a chess master closing a trap. Daphne's dangerous game. Carter, disoriented and emotionally raw, lowers his guard. Daphne's presence feels like a balm. Her words flattering, her touch electric. In his mind, Hope has made her choice. She wants Liam. So, what's stopping Carter from letting go? But Daphne doesn't play fair. And she doesn't stop at just a comforting hug or a sympathetic conversation. She makes sure that if Hope ever comes looking, what she finds will crush her spirit. Whether it's lipstick on Carter's collar, a deliberately staged scene, or a carefully timed photo, accidentally sent to the wrong phone, Daphne ensures Hope's heart will take the hit. Because Daphne doesn't just want Carter. She wants to win. Hope's search, Carter's silence. Meanwhile, Hope, perhaps moved by Liam's quiet courage and his insistence that she find happiness beyond him, decides to find Carter. She realizes she still wants him. That despite everything, there's love waiting if he's still open to it. But when she arrives, the scene waiting for her is anything but romantic. She finds Carter with Daphne. Maybe it's innocent. Maybe not. But Daphne doesn't let it look innocent. Her every move screams seduction. Her voice oozes implication. Carter, shocked to see Hope, scrambles to explain. He starts to speak, but Daphne is faster. Her lies mix seamlessly with the truth. Her smirk practically dares Hope to argue. Hope, blindsided, steps back. The heartbreak is visible. And Carter's silence, born not of guilt, but of confusion and emotional whiplash, only deepens the wound. Liam's countdown. Back at the Spencer household, Liam sits alone, knowing time is running out. He watches Beth play. He looks at old photos. His vision blurs not from tears, but from the tumor eating away at him. He made his choice. He sacrificed his own happiness for the hope that Carter can give Hope and Beth a future. But he doesn't know the damage has already begun. He doesn't know that Carter misread everything, that Daphne is planting seeds of chaos, that Hope may soon walk away from the very happiness he tried to give her. The domino effect. What happens next threatens to unravel everything. Hope is hurt, and in the bold and the beautiful, hurt rarely sits quietly. It transforms into decisions, confrontations, and heartbreak. Carter feels betrayed, not knowing Liam's secret, not understanding Hope's motivation. He's convinced he was never truly wanted. Daphne revels in her victory, but victory in this world is always temporary. And Liam? He edges closer to the inevitable, unaware that his noble attempt to protect his loved ones may lead them straight into the arms of misunderstanding and regret. Conclusion. The storm ahead. Friday's episode sets the stage for a major fallout. Misheard truths, twisted perceptions, and emotional misfires pave the way for heartbreak. As Liam's life slips away, the people he loves most are on a collision course. And unless someone breaks the silence, the damage may be irreversible. The bold and the beautiful continues to prove that no secret stays buried forever, and sometimes, the lies we don't tell hurt the most. Tomorrow, the pieces fall. Tune in. In the latest explosive episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, tensions inside the Cliff House reach a boiling point, and once again, Steffi Forrester takes it upon herself to play judge, jury, and emotional executioner. Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. Still reeling from the consequences of her past actions and the shocking truth of her parentage, finds herself face to face with the icy wrath of Steffi, who has clearly had enough. No warnings. No compromises. Just one cold, commanding demand. Leave this house immediately. But here's the kicker, it's not Steffi's house. Let's get this straight. The very house Steffi is policing like a monarch is legally co-owned by her husband, Dr. John Finn Finnegan. And guess what? Luna isn't just some random girl off the street. She is Finn's daughter. His biological daughter. Yet Steffi, in true Steffi fashion, bulldozes over every ounce of logic and empathy, demanding that Luna pack her things and disappear without hesitation and without remorse. Finn stands there, stunned, torn. His face says everything his lips refuse to utter. The man is a surgeon, trained to remain composed under pressure, but nothing in his medical career has prepared him for this kind of domestic warfare. He watches his wife eject his daughter like an unwanted guest at a gala. He watches the heartbreak bloom across Luna's face. But he says nothing. Not yet. Steffi's fury is rooted in Luna's past mistakes, particularly the near tragedy involving Steffi's own stepmother. Luna, unknowingly under the influence of a drugged mint she mistook for harmless candy, locked Lee, her biological grandmother, in a sauna, believing her to be someone else. The act, while born out of hallucination and confusion, nearly resulted in death. For Steffi, that moment is enough. No explanations. No forgiveness. Luna, in her mind, is dangerous, reckless, unstable. But the audience sees what Steffi refuses to. Luna is not a villain. She's a young woman burdened by secrets she didn't ask for, carrying guilt over mistakes she never meant to make. Her journey has been one of revelation and regret, not malice. Yet Steffi isn't interested in nuance. She's focused only on control. She draws her lines in stone, and right now, Luna is firmly on the wrong side of that line. Still, what galls fans more than Steffi's sanctimonious eviction order is the glaring hypocrisy. Steffi has made more than her fair share of mistakes. She's cheated, manipulated, lied. She's played the victim as often as she's played the aggressor. And now she perches atop her moral high horse, slamming the door shut on a teenage girl trying to find her place in a world that just flipped upside down. And where's Finn in all this? That's the million-dollar question. As his wife turns his own daughter away from their shared home, Finn remains silent. His eyes betray the storm within, but his lips are sealed. The man who once risked everything for truth and family stands motionless as Steffi rewrites the rules in real time. His silence is deafening, and viewers are starting to lose patience. Because if there's one thing Steffi Forrester hates more than being challenged, it's being outshined. And right now, Luna represents everything that threatens Steffi's iron grip on the spotlight. She's young, she's beautiful, and more importantly, she has a blood connection to the man Steffi married. For Steffi, that's a threat, a rival, an interloper who dares to exist inside her carefully curated kingdom. There's no denying that Steffi is a powerhouse, a woman used to getting what she wants, and more than capable of commanding any room she walks into. But her relentless need to be the center of attention, to be the one calling the shots, to be the only one allowed to make mistakes and still be loved for them, that's what's beginning to sour her for longtime viewers. The audience isn't blind. They see through the righteousness. They see the insecurity hiding underneath the surface. And while Luna is no saint, her intentions have never been malicious. She didn't ask to be thrown into the chaos of Forrester politics. She didn't know her father was Finn. She didn't know the mints were drugged. What she does know is rejection, shame, and now heartbreak, as the only family she has in the city slams the door in her face both metaphorically and literally. The tragedy is layered. Luna finally discovers her father. She finally feels a flicker of belonging. And in the blink of an eye, it's stolen, ripped from her by a woman who feels threatened by her very presence. A woman who cannot tolerate the idea that maybe for once it's not all about her. And Finn? He needs to wake up. Because there comes a moment in every man's life when he has to stop choosing comfort over courage. Silence might keep the peace today, but it will cost him everything tomorrow. Finn has to decide, is he a partner in Steffi's power plays, or is he a father willing to fight for his daughter? If he continues down this path, if he lets Steffi push Luna away without objection, he risks losing Luna for good. And perhaps more than that, he risks losing a piece of himself. Because no matter how complicated, no matter how messy, Luna is his blood, his child, and turning his back on her now sends a message that could echo for the rest of their lives. Steffi believes she's doing the right thing. She sees herself as a protector. But what she's really doing is issuing ultimatums based on fear. Fear of change. Fear of vulnerability. Fear that her husband might actually care about someone else's feelings. But that fear doesn't justify cruelty. And fans are watching, waiting for anyone to call her out. Luna doesn't fight back. She doesn't scream. She doesn't beg. She packs her things, dignity intact, tears brimming but unshed. She walks out not just of the cliff house, but out of a dream she barely got the chance to live in. And as that door clicks shut behind her, the silence that follows isn't peace, it's devastation. The question now is, what comes next? Will Finn chase after her? Will he confront Steffi? Or will he let this moment calcify into regret? Will Steffi double down, or will cracks begin to show in her perfect facade? And most importantly, will Luna find a new place to land, a new chapter to write, one not overshadowed by someone else's fear and ego? Friday's episode marks a turning point. Not just for Luna, but for every character caught in this emotional crossfire. Lines are being drawn. Loyalties are being tested. And somewhere beneath it all, hearts are quietly breaking. This isn't just another family squabble. This is a fracture with consequences. A daughter turned away. A father frozen. A wife consumed by her own reflection. The bold and the beautiful thrives on drama, but even by its own standards, this one hits different. It's personal. It's painful. And it's far from over.